EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Down. Jet, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Set, ready. 32. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I got you, boy.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Sacked there by Cheddaman Clowney.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Forced out to his left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they will score. It's a pick 6. For the Cardinals touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On first down, Jet. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 20. His handler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Tackle there by Richard Lawrence. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll try the left side. Jet. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Dancing to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's more on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Give him 30 yards there.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cheddaman91 able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Hands it off out of the gun. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 2nd down, Jet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good 1st half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on 1st down. Branch. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Throwing Jones. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Rolling to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now. Branch. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones steps away to his left. And this one complete to Gafford. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returning it is Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 40, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They fake the handoff. Now Tua out to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Tua now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
First and 10. Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a one.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Gronk's first catch, good for a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
In your face. 56.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Tua on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Branch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now Tua on the bootleg here. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Tua. And now here's another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Fresno. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
Back to throw. Jones buying time to his left. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense. Has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll try the left side. Branch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
26 Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Jones now throwing on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rico Gafford with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cards are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in.
And now here's another and he coughed it up. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. A luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, here's Tua, rolling to his left. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Tua going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That's complete. Okuebuna. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Back to throw. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a trip to Vegas next week for a date with the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Denver, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.